Hey, this is me, Chandan Mishra, and today I thought to go live and talk to you, whoever is present here, about my journey and how I started it all and why even I'm doing it and what is the purpose and how I started it all, the journey that I went through everything. And so this is going to be something that is going to give you insight about life, and I'm also going to talk about how I improved my communication and how anybody wanting to improve their communication can really improve their communication. So the first thing and the first question, why I'm doing what I'm doing. So before telling that, I want to tell you a story. So a few years ago, I was preparing for competitive examination. It was SSC examination. SSC would recruit people for different posts and for different jobs. So I was preparing for that. But during that preparation, I had always wanting to do something else. Like I wanted to become a good communicator. I wanted to write about my ideas, what I think about. But then, as you know, it's popular thinking, especially in Bihar, everybody wants to get the government job. So I also got influenced that time and I started my preparation, and I was a good student. I was preparing that. But then it took a lot of time to prepare, and the process was very boring. Deep inside me, something was going, like I wanted to become something else. So even though I would prepare for the examination, I would side by side read about great people, read about success stories and why somebody did something great, listen to great communicators, follow TEDx talks. So I was thinking about it, but then my English was not good, so I did not dream that I can be a public speaker and just talk anywhere I want to talk. So I kept preparing, but I lost a lot of time. And so once it happened that at the last phase of the examination, I was not selected, and the process that I was going through, even though I was a good student, was so boring that I could not endure. And I decided one day to leave all and go after what my vision was, literally. And that time I decided I don't care about the cost that I have to pay, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to go after what I want to become, what I want to do. So I decided that I'm going to be a public speaker. No matter how much time it's going to take, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to speak everywhere in the world. And also, I'm going to be a writer. I'm going to be writing some books. I'm going to be writing my ideas, talk about things that I had experienced, that I know, that I love to talk about, tell people a story, teach people the way to communicate. How would they improve their mindset? Not because I read something somewhere, but I went through that journey of improving myself. So I thought about it, and then I kind of asking my question a lot of, I kind of asking myself a lot of questions, and would watch a lot of videos to get the answer of how somebody can become a good communicator. So one day, a video of Jim Rohn pops in on my YouTube feed, and so I started the video, and then I started watching it, and the video was so interesting, filled with value, that anybody, if they listen that video for 10 to 20 times, it's going to change their mindset and so change their life. And so I started listening that video, and I did it again and again and again, many times, over more than 20 to 30 times I did. So after that, I started thinking about, I made some notes, I planned my roadmap of how I can become a good communicator, how I'm gonna learn to write well, how I'm gonna learn to communicate well, I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna build the thing that I want. How can I turn myself into somebody who can take charge of his life, think the right thoughts, do the right actions, learn the right habits, learn the right skills, and then achieve all that I want. And so I started learning. I figured out that I need to read a lot. Because one day, when I was reading a book by Tony Robbins, one of the best speakers in the world, so he wrote in his book, the book was Awaken the Giant Within, and in that book he was sharing his own journey. And what he was saying is that when he started his journey, he started reading books. And in 7 years, he read more than 700 books, beautiful books, books about psychology, philosophy, autobiography, biographies, business, everything that he could get his hands on. And also, he would go and speak for 3 to 4 times in a week. And he would do it massively without being prepared completely. So then I asked myself, because I never read a book, I never understood how to write better, write so engaging that people would fall in love with. And so I thought, which book should I read? And then I did some research and started looking for the books that I could get. That time I could not buy all that book. So what I did is I simply went on YouTube and downloaded some of the audiobooks and started listening to it. So throughout the day, for 2 to 3 years, it had been my routine that I would just either listen audiobooks, or I would read books, or I would write something that I could write, think about something, about the problem I'm solving, or something that, some insights, some experiences, whatever comes to my mind, I would just write it. And the knowledge that I would gather from those books, I would just try to get some points out of that and try to learn and understand things better. And I would do it throughout the day. Then I would watch the videos of great public speakers like Martin Luther King and Tony Robbins, Jordan Peterson, Brené Brown, Simon Sinek. There were many speakers, thousands and thousands of speakers. I would have heard all the CEOs of the world. I just heard their speeches. I followed them. I learned the things that I was interested in. I learned about sales. I learned about business. I learned about marketing, communication, storytelling, writing, everything I started reading that I was interested in, because there were a lot of questions going on in my mind. So I would read everything without any discrimination. I would just read everything that I could, because I was hungry that time. I would go on, there is a channel on YouTube, TEDx Talks, and I would go on that channel and would read thousands and thousands of books. Not read, sorry, I would just go on that and watch the videos of thousands and thousands of great public speakers. They would put their insight there, and the way they would speak, I would just take notes of how they speak, what they would do different, and their body language, their facial expression, and everything that they did. And so I started learning every day, but then slowly my life started changing. Slowly I started applying those rules that I would read. And I found that as I started consuming something different, my mindset started taking a shift. And so I started doing different things. I started talking to people. So I downloaded some of social media apps where you can talk to people sitting anywhere in the world. And then my task was to make 100 calls every day and talk to people for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 2 minutes, or sometime less than that, or more than that. so that I could understand the people, how their brain functions, how can I become more engaging, how can I talk to them in the way that I can become more persuasive, how can I understand more of their psychology. And so I started moving towards that. Then something great happened. Some of the people came and they wanted to improve their communication. I started helping them. Slowly the number went from 1 to 100 and more than that. I also started uploading videos, short videos, especially on YouTube, because I could not understand about anything about that. I'm very bad at understanding technology, and I'm also not interested in editing and doing a lot of things. So I started uploading some videos. I would upload with the help of some editors that I would pay money, or some video I would just put it out there unedited, so that I can at least improve my communication. It's not about the success you get. A lot of time the more important thing than success is the lessons that you can gather. And if you can learn those lessons, and if you can use it somewhere else, you can be successful somewhere else. The main point is, do you have the guts to go step into the uncertainty when you cannot understand things well? And can you go and put it all when you don't know, when you're not sure where it is taking you? And I learned a quote from Mark Twain. He said, if you are certain about the destination that you have, you're probably walking on somebody else's path. So a lot of time you will be uncertain. A lot of time you would know whether things are going to be working or not. You don't know that. But then, when your why is clear, it's absolutely visible. When you can see that why, the reason of why you started something, why you started doing it, that actually fuels your potential. That actually gives you the power to survive not only uncertainty, but the problems that's going to be there. And so, somewhere deep within, I was so hungry. I had a burning desire to improve my communication, and I wanted to be everywhere. And still I am on the way. I'm like putting videos and doing things, still no success, and I'm not worried about it because I love doing these things. When I talk to people, when I give a speech somewhere, when I put my videos out the way I can put it, I feel great. It actually gives me confidence. It actually tells me that I have the guts to do the thing that I said I would do, and that is something that gives me a lot of power. And so I still am on that way. I'm still putting the work. I'm still trying to get visible, trying to improve myself, learning things, asking questions all the time. It's my routine. The day I started, it was my routine to ask thousands and thousands of questions to everybody I meet, to the AI apps, and to the books that I would read. And if I tell you that the most important thing that I started doing during that, then it was reading books. Reading books actually transformed my thought process. And so now it's not about the outcome. Now it's not about the expectation. Now it's not about the winning. Now it's about winning the battle that you have inside, the voice that is inside there telling you're not capable, you don't have potential, you can't become that which you want, you cannot even go after that, you cannot even dream something impossible. That is the voice you need to win. And so when I do something that I decided I would do, it gives me win over that negative voice, that voice which sometimes stops you from doing the thing that you would be doing. And so today I thought I should be live and talk about the thing that I have done and I'm doing. And from tomorrow, there will be a plan, at least 3 times a week. I will be live from 8 to 9, and then I will be talking about something that I learned somewhere, what I think about something, the perspective that I have, the insights that I have, the lessons that I had in my journey, the stories that I think shapes our brain, make us capable. This is the thing I'm going to be doing. And if somebody comes along, want to ask something, they can, I will be there to answer. If somebody comes along and get help from the thing that I'm putting out, it will be wonderful for me. If not, then I'm very grateful that I'm able to do the thing that I say myself I'm going to do. And so this is the most important thing. So till I meet you again, till I come live again, I want you to, if you are somebody who wants some question answered about a particular topic, about life, about communication, you can comment. Or someday, suppose if I'm talking about a particular topic and you want to ask questions related to that, you can do that. Till then, goodbye.